All right, time for Professor Gadget. Jim George is here. We're going to learn about gadgets and technology, and it's in the news this morning. It's in the news every morning, I think. There's so many stories in the news. There was one the other day about a single passenger, what do you call that thing? A drone that they're going to start using on a regular basis in Dubai. In Dubai, yeah. Well, I guess if that's the first place on the planet they use them.
I thought that was a helicopter.
That's right.
You get in there, you tell it where you want to go, and it takes you. There's no pilot. You're just in there by yourself.
That's awesome.
In Dubai. Dubai's going to be like the Jetsons.
I need to send you a little YouTube clip I had on Dubai. Their police cars are like the fastest in the world, and they're like the Lotus cars. In other words, they're $250,000 vehicles. Everything they have is the best you can.
Really?
Yeah.
So they've got money over there, but they still have crime.
Oh, yeah. Well, because the czars, in our case, I think we call them the princes and those kind. They keep the money for themselves, but there is crime everywhere. People are not satisfied, not happy.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm happy.
Are you?
I'm glad you are happy.
Happiness,
You're joyful.
Happiness is everything.
That's right.
Happiness is everything. What was that? We went bicycle riding one time, and we found this little grassy hill, and I was tired, so I said, can we just stop? And we sat on that grassy hill, and it was so beautiful out, and I was going through whatever money problems I was going through at that time, and I said to Robin, I'm not even thinking about that right now, and I could have a gazillion dollars, and this moment wouldn't be any more beautiful.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's peace and happiness. You can buy a lot of things, but it's hard to buy those. I'm very happy.
Okay, but here's what I wanted to ask you about. Here's a technology one. Ready? This is a story in USA Today. Are you ready to turn your car, washing machine, or running shoes into a point of sale? Visa is teaming up with IBM Watson to bring secure payment experiences to all sorts of connected products and services. IBM and Visa announced the collaboration yesterday at an event in Munich, Germany, where IBM is opening up a $200 million Watson Internet of Things headquarters. What does this mean? You pay for things with your washing machine? What does that mean? Do you know?
No, I did see where Bitcoin is now on the Android, so you can, shop groceries and everything, just use Bitcoins. But I'm thinking more the Internet of Things. There was a convention last week in Fort Lauderdale. I did not go, but it was the Internet of Things, saying that everything is they want everything connected. Why they want to do that for, I'll have no idea. But they want you to be able to look at how many hours your wash machine has on it. How you can, when you rent big machinery,
right?
They don't have odometers, how many miles they travel. What they have is how many hours they were in operation.
Okay, yeah.
So if you have a device, whether it's a TV, a washing machine, or what, you can ask it how many hours. You can ask it how it's doing. In other words, you can interrogate it. Is it time for the yearly maintenance, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Well, all that stuff takes bandwidth. And so where normally if you say you have 10 meg and that's more than enough, you can download a movie, you can do that's why everything's going to 20 meg, 30 meg, 50 meg, because they're assuming people are going to want to connect everything in their house to talk to it. You can talk to your water heater and ask it to turn on and turn off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So while you're gone, the water is not heating. You don't have an electric bill.
Huh.
You know what I do? I just put a timer on it. Say turn on at 5 and turn off at, let's say, at 8, whatever it is.
Do you have a timer on yours? I'm thinking about getting a timer for mine.
I do not, but my wife and I have been talking about it. She said, why don't we put a timer on ours?
Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea.
We don't need hot water in the bedroom until, in the evening. Mm-hmm. And God forbid we should get dirty and need to take a shower. Big deal. We take a cold shower. Not the first time I took a cold shower. My wife would say, go take a cold shower. And I go, all right, honey.
It doesn't work, does it? That cold shower thing doesn't work.
No.
Good morning, you're on there with
Jim.
Jim.
Aggravates it.
Yes, it does.
Good morning, you're on there with Jim.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I installed a timer on my son's hot water heater. About when the heck was that? About 1998. And to help him save some water.
Oh, yeah, save it.
And I had 4 kids and everything, so everybody's sleeping at night. You didn't need the thing on. The other thing I discovered is that even with it off, that water will stay hot, and you can take a shower.
Yes.
And the water will be, warm, but which is nicer than being hot, actually. So, that works out good.
Yes.
The other thing I wanted to call about is was on the news yesterday, as a matter of fact. I think President Trump has done something to go for to improve the internet and going up to that 5 bandwidth and everything else is that I think you were just talking about. I'm not electronically savvy, so I'm not sure if I'm mentioning it right. And then one last thing also on the news was the new cars are being, they got a gimmick that you can get, and you go around pressing button, and it gets the code off your key fob, and then they go around and hit that button, and it'll unlock cars. It showed them unlocking BMWs and even any car, and then with the push button start, they can start these cars up. Whether it overrides the interlocks and everything for the transmission, I don't know. But the cars are getting to be really phenomenal with the different. I think some of them have 23, 24 little processors that go through a main computer, and then there's sub-computers for the transmission and etc.
Yeah, they can have all that, right, Sonny? They can have all those they want.
All I know is my newest car is like 13 years old.
Right.
And I'm due for a new car, especially I'm looking towards a SUV, because you don't have to bend over so much to get in and out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'll listen for your comments on that, and if you heard anything about the increased, 5 bands or something with the internet that was proposed by President Trump. I think he's going for it. I'll hang up and listen. Great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
No, I haven't heard the Trump mention 5 bands, but there is a 5G. Of course, that's when you have a cell phone, you had a 2G, a 3G, a 4G. Now they have 5G. All the G means is generation. This is the 4th generation. This is the 5th generation.
oh, is that what that means?
So the generation is just where they added more whistles, more bells, more apps, more everything. More is not better. I want a car that starts.
Yeah.
And I want to drive it.
Yeah.
I don't want someone, driving my car, and I'm not really happy sitting in the passenger seat a lot of times. I think we should turn left. They want to turn right. They think they have a better way of getting there than I do now. So I just need something that operates and works.
Well, I get these, things in the mail all the time from my cable company, which used to be Bright House, but it's now Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, I don't have my internet with them, but increase your internet speed. You can get 10, and they have that letter after the 10. You can even go up to 15. What is that like a 5G
it's
or
15
something?
megabits per second, or that's the higher speeds that you can get to. So everybody wants more speed, but think about what we've become. I mean, if you have a car and it has power windows and power brakes and power windshield wipers and power windows and power defroster, when the battery's dead, you're nowhere.
Right. I know.
And people have gone into the water, for instance, and they can't open the door because it's power locked.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God the one I have still has a switch that you can throw,
Yeah.
manual, to unlock the door.
We have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and Mr. George. See, I bought a new radio here not too long back, and I got it in my family room on a shelf, and I turn it on, get WOCA on nice and clear and everything, and I walk away, and it kind of fades a little bit, and it's not quite as good signal. I walk back to the radio, put my hand on it, it comes in clear again. Am I a walking antenna?
Yes, you are. I have the
How
same.
does that... how does that happen? I mean, why would I be? I'm not metal or nothing.
No, it's not a question of that. It's a question of near proximity. So there's a built-in antenna. Even though you have that little rod that sticks up and you think that's the antenna, that's just a point of presence. And so in the radio, there's a loop. Usually in the back of the radio, that's the actual antenna. And as you come closer or away from the antenna, you can either interfere with it or you can enhance it, because now you interfere with those waves or you enhance those waves. So I have the same problem at work. So what I have to do is I have to take the radio, and instead of having it face north and south, I may face it northeast, southeast. I may face it east and west. You turn the radio and walk away from it, and when you finally have the loop in the back of the set aligned, it won't fade in and out as you get closer to it.
Oh, so actually, then my body is actually working as an antenna.
Yes, it is.
Well, at least my body's it's doing something good.
Yeah. We can hire you. You could go around and stand in front of people's radios so they could.
Yeah, human antenna for rent.
Yeah, a magnetism.
Well, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On Friday, partly to mostly sunny. Beautiful day, high 73 to 77. Increasing clouds Friday night, lows ranging from the mid-40s in the interior to mid-50s along the coast. Saturday, mostly cloudy, breezy, and warm with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around in the afternoon. The high 76 in the north to 83 in the south and along the coast. Sunday, morning cloud and a shower or thunderstorm, then some sun, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
On top of the world, Ocala's premier active adult community has done it again, and this time it's bigger and better than ever before. 10 new, never-before-seen decorated models will make their debut on Saturday, February 25th at 10 a.m. 5 exciting new plans from our maintenance-free Premier Series, and 5 big new designs from our Estate Series in one convenient model center. Mark your calendars for the can't-miss model grand opening event. On Top of the World has all the lifestyle amenities you want right here. Enjoy over 300,000 square feet of air-conditioned recreational fun, plus over 181 acres of outdoor amenities. Join us on Saturday, February 25th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and tour our 10 new decorated models. On Top of the World is located on State Road 200 west of I-75 in Ocala, or visit online at ontopoftheworld.com. That's ontopoftheworld.com.
Equal housing opportunity.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
All right, 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George is here, our professor of gadgetry. We always talk about technology. It's a fun topic, actually. We all love technology. We always have.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I did. I mean, we didn't know anything like we have today, but I still liked what we had back then.
Yeah. You either can't afford it or you don't need it.
And that's what we were just talking about with the phones. Some people might need that unlimited plan. I don't see that I've ever had a problem before.
No.
The only thing I can see in the future that I might want a better phone, but not necessarily a better plan, is like when I went to New York with my son, everything he did, he paid for with his phone.
Yeah.
And I can't do that with mine. Even boarding passes on the airplane, it was his phone.
Yeah.
Had a little QR code, showed it to the little device, and ding, 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 we got on the airplane.
But do you want that? What if you left your phone someplace and someone took your phone to Walmart and said, "Hey, I want to buy a bunch of stuff," they just flash
Actually-
your phone, and here it comes out of your account.
That's a good thing.
Come
too.
on,
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that.
I don't want someone carrying. That's like leaving your credit card around and say, "Here, you want to use it for a while? Go ahead."
Do you know when you were talking about Dubai is like the richest place on the planet right now, right? And then you would talk about the police cars, which indicates there's crime. You would think in the richest place on the world, everybody would be making a good living. But Jesus said it. I'm not to bring religion into your show, but didn't Jesus say there's always going to be poor people?
Yeah, the poor you will have with you always.
And so, just like what Sonny was saying, that technology gets better for the rest of us, but it also gets better for the bad guys. They can make a what do you call those things? A fob that opens up the BMW and starts it, and they drive away with your
Well,
car.
my wife just pointed out to me the other day that our son-in-law said there's a TV program called Hunted, and we should watch it.
Oh.
And it's the worst program you'll ever see because it teaches you how to evade the police.
Really?
So what they do is they get a couple, husband and wife, or two college guys, and they're going to give them $250,000 if they can evade the police for 28 days. So you could be anywhere in the United States. You take off.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
They give you a one-day head start, and after that, they're going to find you. So even if you buy a prepaid telephone, even if you, in other words, they're finding you within 28 days using satellite, using GPS. It's unbelievable. And he said, but it's teaching you how to get off the grid, how to hide. So the criminals are watching this program to learn all the technology that
man.
the police has.
Wow.
Yesterday there was a story.
Wow.
The actor Ashton Kutcher. Apparently he's more than an actor. Apparently he's a high tech guy, and he's involved with this company called I can't remember what it's called now. Thunder or something with a T. But anyway, and they've got a software called Spotlight, and it has helped law enforcement agents find 6,000.
Yes.
6,000 sex slaves and rescue them. One girl was abducted, and they were able to find her within 3 days. And normally, in the old days, she might never be found again.
Right, she's gone. Yeah.
Which means the bad guys, the guys who are trying to sell human beings for sex, they're using cell phones, and so that's how they're going to be caught.
Yeah.
And almost half of them were children.
So what they do is they type
yeah.
in, just like they do the ISIS, people using satellites across the world, they type in keywords, and the government listens to every conversation we have, everyone. And if those keywords come up, it flags that phone, and then it records that conversation, and someone physically listens to it, says, no, it's just a guy and a girl talking about their relationship, and they go on until they find something. Well, now they see that, and then they track that phone for 30 days, and they find that guy.
Well, and I'm not against it because we just had this guy who was going to start picking off people from a rooftop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was in the news this morning.
Yeah.
Right? There was another guy who was going to wanted to put from Ocala.
Yeah.
Going to put bombs in targets.
Yeah, and Targets
Oh,
is
my
awful.
gosh.
They got him.
Now, thank God for technology that works for us instead of against us.
Yeah.
We talk about our TV sets having cameras in them. Yes, they do. Our TVs do. The new ones do have cameras in them.
And you've really enlightened us about that too, because you said people can hack into those cameras and see you, even though you don't have the camera on, in your living room and monitor your ins and outs and things. And if you have something they want, they're going to swoop in and take it.
Yeah, we have a TV in our office. And once about a month, maybe longer now, maybe 3 months ago, I had a Cisco engineer type guy in my office, and he said, "Let me show you something." And he just went ahead and typed in something, and then right away the TV turned on, and we saw ourselves right in front of the TV. Where he
Wow.
Really?
So he could pull in front of your house, let's say, and hack right into you and watch you.
Wow.
Gosh.
That is so scary.
I better give him a show. So I just asked Robin to hand you a piece of paper. It's the shortest news story you're ever going to read. It's like one sentence.
That's right.
But the reason is because it's actually a caption to a video, and that video showed a lady who had macular degeneration, and it showed you what she can see, or in other words, what she cannot see, because she's basically blind. if you took a chalk drawing
Yep.
and you smudged all the chalk, and then you put a big black circle in the middle of it, that's what she sees. In other words, everything is either gone or really, really blurry.
Right.
And these new glasses that article is talking about, technology working for us.
Yep.
She put them on in the video, and she looks at her husband, who she hadn't seen his smile ever. I don't know how she could say she saw him. Maybe he always looked blurry. But she
you
said
said the peripheral too.
she said the peripheral. She could see her husband, so she sort of knew what he looked like. But she could see his smile for the first time, and she could see his facial hair. She could feel it, but she never could see it. So she could see the smile in the facial hair.
Wow,
Isn't that amazing?
Fantastic. Yes.
Did she tell him to go to
There
the
again,
barber?
thank God for technology.
You really go to the barber.
Who are you?
I'm taking those glasses away from you. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Hi, it's Sonny again. You were talking about the cell. I have a little flip cell phone. The only thing I would like to see it improved on would be the photo technology. The pixels or whatever you want to call it on there. More pixels so I can get a clearer picture. Other than that, I have no desire to play with these iPhones or whatever the heck, smartphones and all this other stuff. So, after a while, this technology, I think, gets to you, and you want to get away from it or just keep what you have and forget everything else.
Yeah.
But anyway, have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonny. Have a good weekend.
And good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Way back in the 70s when Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cincinnati, Cincinnati put in a cable system within the city limits where they could listen to what was going on in your house through the television speaker.
Yes. That was
Yeah,
the
it was
Cube
called the
system.
Cube system.
Yeah, the Cube system. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that lasted for quite a while until it finally, they couldn't maintain it. It took a lot of effort, so it went the way of the dodo bird. And then the Time Warner did the same thing in Orlando, and that lasted for about 3 years. And,
Really?
But it opened the market to what we have today with the internet and all. They were experimenting with two-way cables, technology. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, have a good day, all.
Thank you.
And then he went on to have a talk show.
Yeah. Well.
Jerry Springer.
Well, that is really, really amazing, though, because once something is invented, there's always somebody that's going to be out there to improve on it and make life better. And that's what you do for everybody, Jim. You go to those trade shows. You travel all around the country to find out what the latest technology is. Then you bring it back to our community so we can live better.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't bring it all back. There's some nasty stuff out there. But, man,
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so many things you can do with technology. Like I said, you can park in front of someone's house, access their wireless network, look into their TV, look into their computers, not only get all their financial data that you want, like for credit card information and such, but you can turn on their cameras. And if you had a daughter in the bedroom that had a laptop or you can see everything. Yeah, and thank God I don't know how to do that, but my techs do, and they're always telling me, put a Band-Aid over the top of where your camera is.
That's what the Pope does.
Yeah.
Do you see that? The Pope has one on his little Kindle or whatever he's got.
Yeah,
his,
you had that
his
story.
tablet.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Cover
yeah.
that up. And now we have to learn how to turn the audio off because now they can listen to you.
Well, just talking Latin. That's what the Pope does.
Yeah.
Or pig Latin. You're good at that.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. All right, Jim. If we want some advice on cable hookups and antennas and things like that, how do we get a hold of you?
Yeah, 854-9795. Have
right.
a great weekend.
Thank you, Jim.
Even
You too.
with the rain.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Senate Democrats pulling another